Hey everyone, so you can probably already tell, but this video is going to be a little bit different from all my other ones. No little YouTuber intro where I use a very loud voice. I'm just going to be talking laid back and relaxed throughout this whole video. If you're somehow here and you're not a subscriber or watcher of mine and you don't care about these questions, why are you here? Before we start the Q&A, I'm just going to say a few things. Every single question that you guys asked, I will answer in this video. Even the stupid ones. We have a Discord too now, so if you just check the description of this video and any other video before this, you'll see it in the description, so just check it and join. Why not? I'll probably do absolutely nothing with it and barely interact with you guys, so that'll be fun. I'm just letting you all know beforehand, I'm gonna stop posting when I go live on my YouTube community page. I'm now only gonna do it in Discord. With all that said though, let's just get on to the video, so see ya. Starting off strong, aren't we? Are you gay? No, I'm straight. Have you played Outer Wilds, and if not, will you? I have not played Outer Wilds, and I don't think I'll play it. I'm busy with other games at the moment. Will you ever play Noita? Also, only play it if you have a couple hundred hours to throw at this game. It's fun, though. I've seen videos of Noita before. It seems like it'd be fun, but I think I have other games to do. The excuse for all these games, actually, and who am I gonna say? Just maybe one day. Maybe one day. That's a better way to put it. Now that you've played Portal, will you do other reviews on other Valve games? I would like to see Half-Life. I wouldn't call what I'm doing reviewing games. I'm just playing them for my own enjoyment and trying to enjoy them in my own unique way that I hope a lot of other people can also like. That was a mouthful. But you'd like to see Half-Life. I've never actually played a Half-Life game, but it seems interesting enough. I might try it one day, because Valve games usually have a sense of quality to them. Are you going to play a rhythm game? Maybe on this channel someday. Rhythm games are pretty decent, but I'm worried that I might just go silent while I'm playing it and not able to commentate because I'm focusing too hard on hitting the perfect shot at just the right moment. Are you going to play Undertale? I've already played Undertale and beaten the full game on every single ending. Are you going to play Dave the Diver? Probably not, but I might give it a try someday. Have you considered buying official merch from Fangamer? If you already got one or planning to buy it, which one will it be? I've never really thought about buying merch for games or for, or whatever the Fangamer is. I've never even used it because I tend to be pretty frugal with my own money and I don't tend to purchase many things. The only, merchandise from a video game that I have is, some toy that I got when I was a kid and that my family bought for me as a birthday present, and I've literally got nothing else. That's it. Have you ever played Celeste? If you haven't, you should give it a try. I have played Celeste and I've beaten the game. I don't really plan to do any B or C-side stuff though, or Golden Strawberry, all that stuff. Will you ever try games such as the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, or even bigger games, possibly Elden Ring or other Souls, or maybe even other single-player games like Cyberpunk? For Cyberpunk, probably not, because that game, I remember hearing that it just sort of has a penis on the first second, so probably not streaming it. So streaming it is probably a bad idea. But Stanley Parable, I would definitely enjoy playing. That'd be kind of fun. Elden Ring or other Souls? I don't know. I'm completely fine with Souls-like games. In fact, I'd call myself pretty good at them. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll play. I haven't touched Elden Ring, but I have saved some of the music. Which sequel is better, Silksong or Portal 3? Silksong. Favorite moment overall? This comment's on a Hollow Knight video, so I'll probably just say defeating Absolute Radiance for the first time on a single mask left. That's just a core memory at this point. There's no getting rid of that. Will you ever make a Discord, and if, when? This video, right now. Check the description. Are you going to answer all of our questions from each video, even if we have more than one each? Yes. Have you played Terraria, and if so, have you tried any of its mods? I have not tried Terraria yet, but I do have it purchased, and if the mods are good enough, maybe I'll try it. I don't know. I don't usually tend to play modded versions of games that often. I tend to prefer just base game. What is your favorite video game soundtrack? If you're talking about soundtrack, like a specific theme in a music, or the game itself that has a good soundtrack, I'd say game itself, Risk of Rain 2. And for a specific song, I don't know, many of them are good. I don't really have a preference in that field. What is your favorite genre of video games? And I recommend you play Enter the Gungeon. I've never tried Enter the Gungeon, but I've seen it. It's a roguelike dungeon crawler. Seems kind of fun. I might try it out one time. But my favorite genre of video games, I don't have one. I enjoy all types of games. I don't really have a preference. Cuphead. Maybe. It seems fun. Maybe I'll give it a try. Couple people saying play Rainworld, to which I agree. Play Rainworld. Well, I played Rainworld. Watch the video. What's your favorite food? Pizza. Question for us Twitch viewers. Will you give the channel points a real use, and if, when? Also, will you make a Discord for reaching 10k subs? Discord is in this video, yes. And I will probably give channel points an actual use. Right now, though, definitely not. Because I don't know what to use them on. Maybe you guys can give me ideas in the Discord, because I don't know. Where do you think Quora went? To the afterlife. He's gone forever, and he's never coming back. Have you ever gone to 5:18:55 in the Portal Radio 10-hour loop video? Unfortunately, I have. Will you look into a silly game called Rain World, and if you like the look of it, will you make a video on it? Yes. These are you can tell these are from a while ago. What kind of education do you have? A standard education. How smart do you rate yourself? I'd consider myself, like, smarter than average. Any nerd hobbies? YouTube. Making videos, that's about the most nerd hobby that I got. And in the context of the video, should we expect other Source games on the channel? What about mods? Some of them are pretty good. Other Source games I wouldn't be against, because a lot of Valve's games are typically of high quality. And mods, again, I don't usually like to dabble into many mods when I'm playing games. I like to play them as the developer intended. Even if some mods realistically make the experience only better, I won't really use them all that much. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but I don't know, that's just the way I like playing games. Will you play the Cursed series? It's a game. No. Should I also play Portal? Yes, you should. Have you thought about doing a stream where you play a game with chat? Yes, this right here. I would love to play games with my Twitch chat, like having them as little minions as they go around doing my bidding. That, and also having interactive stream elements where if my Twitch chat does something, they can affect the game, and I actually have a video idea for that at some point that I might do in the near future. Yes, follow my Twitch, yes. The people gotta know, are you magenta? Unfortunately, guys, I'm not a color. I hate to break it to you. Will you play Rain? Oh my god! How did you get your name? Was it like a random name generator kind of thing? Okay, so this is a bit of a long story, but I'll keep it brief. Basically, my father, back when he was in school, used to, like, get into fights with people, and so he had a nickname called Knuckles. And so that's what his nickname was as a kid. And when he was an adult, and I was born, obviously, when I had, like, an Xbox 360 and I was playing on that, he named himself Knuckles77 after that. But he spelled it incorrectly, so I had Knuckles77 as my name for genuinely years, and I thought Knuckles was spelled the opposite way. And then I decided to put my name, spelled it correctly, on YouTube specifically, and I'm keeping it on Xbox spelled incorrectly. So currently, my Xbox name is Knuckles spelled incorrectly, but YouTube is spelled correctly. Also, if you're wondering what that KTW underscore on Twitch means, it's kind of an inside joke with my friends. I'm not going to tell you right now, because that would ruin the surprise. What are your plans for future videos, and what kind of games are you planning on blind reacting to? Okay, this is a pretty big one. I don't plan to keep on doing this blind reaction trend for all that long. I'm obviously going to keep playing games and posting them, but I'm thinking of trying out different ideas. I really don't feel comfortable just doing this exact same thing, because I want to, like, challenge myself with something new. I want to try different things, because just doing blind reactions will attract only one kind of audience, and that's only what people are going to expect of me. I have a video planned, and, like, it's not really started yet, but I really want to make it. It has nothing to do with, like, this. It's going to be, like, me talking about a subject that I have interest in, that I want to talk about, and that's going to be the video. And what kind of games are you planning on blind reacting to? Any game that has a big enough community where they'll latch on to any video that's posted. That's basically... I know it sounds kind of greedy and dirty, but in my defense, I don't have one, so I just want more views and more subscribers. Now, this is a very good question. What is your favorite game for each of these categories? For lore and story, I'm gonna have to say Warframe by a decent margin. Gameplay, however, I don't know about gameplay. I play so many different games, and I have, like, thousands of hours in some games, but they're so drastically different. I don't think there's any game that I like above all others for their sheer gameplay. Art style, I don't know. I think Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight looks really good in the art style department. And music, Risk of Rain 2, by a long shot. How do you pronounce croissant? Like that. How much time do you have in Hollow Knight as a whole? I think maybe 80 hours. On my save itself, some people might know that I have like 60 hours on the save itself that I used to beat Abzarad, getting the Flower Quest ending if you watched my most recent Hollow Knight video. But if you're counting the time in that, my previous time playing the game when I gave it up, and the speedrun attempts that I've been doing, I'd say probably 80 hours. Will you play Deep Rock Galactic or Risk of Rain 2? Funnily enough, I already played both of these games and I like them both. Rock and Stone, brother. Cheeseburger? Okay. Have you played Undertale? Yes, I have. What's my opinion on it? Very good game. I love what Toby Fox did, and honestly, the fact that I haven't played Deltarune yet kinda is a little bit funny. I probably should. Which do you like more, Hollow Knight or Don't Starve? Don't Starve is a game I mainly play with my friends and rarely do solo because of the way the game's balanced. But Hollow Knight I definitely think I enjoy more than Don't Starve together. What other game do you have planned? As I would love to see something like Dark Souls 1 or Ghost of Tsushima. Honestly, I might play Elden Ring, given how much people have been requesting it, and it's a really good game. Are you planning on getting all achievements on top of 112%? This is posted under a Hollow Knight video, by the way. Yes, I am planning on getting every single achievement in Hollow Knight. I've been practicing my own speedruns off stream, like kind of on and off, practicing new routes and developing them myself without any help online, because I want to make a speedrun route myself. I don't want to look it up, because that seems kind of cheap, you know? So obviously the progress is slow, but I do have a route and it does work. What's one tip you would give to beat Absolute Radiance? I feel like this tip isn't just for Absolute Radiance, but here's something I'd give to literally anybody who's struggling with a boss fight in any game ever. Go into the boss fight, but don't attack the boss. Only dodge. If you go into the boss fight knowing that you're going to lose at some point, you won't be as pissed when you lose, knowing that it's only practice. If you go into a boss fight trying to kill it and trying to dodge and learn their moveset at the exact same time, you're just gonna get mad because you lost, because your goal of killing it has failed. But if you go into the fight dodging only, putting all your brain power into dodging, it soon becomes second nature to dodge those set attacks. And once you get better at dodging those attacks, you can attack in between doing that. And I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but literally the best defense is the best offense. If you don't get hit, you can do a lot of damage because you won't be stressing about getting hit. For Abzarad though, the same exact thing that I just said, but pray to God. What's your favorite boss? This is another comment under a Hollow Knight video, so I'd say favorite boss in Hollow Knight in general, probably Pure Vessel. What is your favorite video game boss fight, or if you don't have one, what are some of your favorites? I don't have a favorite, but I have a few that I absolutely love. Mythrix from Risk of Rain 2 is one of my favorites, because no matter where you are or how skilled of a player you can be, he can and will rock your shit in seconds, no matter how good of a player you are. It's all up to your items and how you decide to play around them. Another boss fight for arguably my favorite boss design and like the way you actually fight the boss in any game ever has got to be Remnant 2's final boss. Easily Remnant 2. That boss has some of the most unique mechanics I've seen in a boss fight, and not only just having the sheer scale being awesome. Another favorite boss fight, fighting the Hollow Knight for the very first time on your very first playthrough is definitely an experience that I feel like no one can undermine. So Mythrix, Annihilation, and the Hollow Knight. Those are my three top bosses in my opinion. When will you play ULTRAKILL Act 3 or release the video? And we both know Fraud won't come out till the next decade. Honestly, you're right on that last part, with Fraud not coming out for probably a long time. I didn't want to post my Act 3 of ULTRAKILL video because not only is it only one layer, but I just felt like it'd be a bit cheap, you know? Like, with the way my videos are, I tend to condense like several hours of like footage into one cohesive video filled with like high quality jokes and funny moments and that showed up during my experience playing the game. But such a small amount of time, literally, I think my footage is only like 50 minutes long to beat the entirety of Violence Layer for the first time. Hell, you're seeing it in the background right now. But honestly, I might release it, given how long it's going to take, and it's just kind of free views at that point, since I've already kind of been solidified as an ULTRAKILL content creator, quote-unquote, even though I've only made 4 videos on the game. You'll probably just see me shadow drop it at some point if I feel like it, or if I'm running low on video ideas for the month. What is your favorite video game? I do not have one. I have quite a few video games that are up there on like the top of my favorites, but I don't really have any favorite in specific. If you want to know what game I have the most time on, that would be Overwatch by like 2,000 hours. Whether or not I like that game is a different question, especially ever since they added a number 2 to the end of it, but I won't comment on anything. Do you have any good mods for Hollow Knight, and what's a good way to get friends to try Hollow Knight? Number 1, I play Hollow Knight on Xbox. I do not have any access to mods. And what's a good way to get your friends to try Hollow Knight? The way I got some of my friends to try Hollow Knight is basically because the worst part about Hollow Knight is literally just the beginning. Once they get like Cornifer's Map and the Quill and Wayward Compass, you can basically just set them out on their own. You can still point them in the right direction, but once they get the cloak, the Mothwing Cloak, not Mothwing Cloak, Once they get the dash ability, they're basically set to explore however they want. Just kind of push them in the right direction, let them explore for a little bit and get lost in Forgotten Crossroads, like experience the lore in their own ways, discover Quarrel in the Black Egg Temple. Basically let them go wherever they want and talk to whoever they want to. But once you think they start getting bored, try and send them directly to Cornifer to get the map. Then send them back up to the surface to get the Wayward Compass and the Quill, so that they can basically just go on from that point. Because I'm gonna be completely honest, if Wayward Compass did not exist, Hollow Knight would not be as popular as it did. Because God knows I am not making my way through that map without knowing exactly where I'm at. Have you ever played a Pokemon game? If not, do you plan to on this channel? I have played several Pokemon games, but I've never been like a die-hard, know every single statistic on every single individual Pokemon in this certain generation. No, I'm not like that, but I have played them before. And if not, do I plan on this channel? I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Pokemon looks that fun to watch, really, in my opinion, so I don't think I'll be making videos on it. There's a DLC made from the Hollow Knight community called Hollow Knight Pale Court DLC. I already know this, and I cannot play it, because I do not have it on PC. What's your favorite soundtrack from Hollow Knight? I think that's probably going to be City of Tears. What's your favorite game of all time? Unfortunately, I don't have one. How was your time with Hollow Knight? How would you say it compares to other games you've played? My time with Hollow Knight was really good. I definitely recommend the game to literally anybody. As long as you get past that first, like, hour-long hurdle of not knowing where you're at and just kind of bumbling around nowhere, the game is easily one of the best experiences you will ever have. Albeit, sure, it's a little bit hard sometimes, but the game allows you to practice many different things, and you can go anywhere and upgrade however you want. You can turn certain bosses that gave you trouble into absolute jokes just by going around them. How would you say it compares to other games you've played? Hollow Knight's definitely up there with one of the best games I've played, ever. Easily. Single-player games, I should probably mention that. There are a lot of really good multiplayer games. Play Hollow Knight. This is underneath a Hollow Knight video. Who edits your videos? Me, myself, and I. Are you planning on playing Hollow Knight more after you finish everything? After I get 100% achievements, I don't know. Maybe I'll do some, like, really stupid challenge run where I don't use spells. But probably not. Most likely, after I get 100% achievements on Hollow Knight, I probably won't continue it. I'll just keep it in the back of my mind as one of the best games I've ever played. Will you ever play the Pale Court fan-made DLC? No, because I physically cannot. Twitch chat or YouTube comments, be as controversial as possible. You YouTube commenters need to stop saying such big spoilers for games. You do realize that the person who you comment under the video, we get a notification and we get to read the entire thing. Obviously we don't have to, but when you say the thing like outright, just out of nowhere, it's really annoying. I hate getting spoilers for things that I'm playing just from reading my YouTube comments. Because I like reading my comments, responding to some of them, and just hearting them, letting people know that I read them. Since I have such a small Twitch chat, every single person in my chat just collectively realizes, oh wait, this is a spoiler. Everyone quickly type in chat so that Knuckles can't see what he's typing. Everyone's like together in that aspect, and that's really nice. So I prefer Twitch chat at the moment, yes. Sorry to say, YouTube comments, but some of you are pretty fucking lame. Favorite Twitch viewer? I don't have a favorite Twitch viewer, except for maybe Ace Jamin. He wins those. He's also a mod, so that gives him an advantage. Have you ever tried Titanfall 2? Yes, I've played Titanfall 2 quite a decent amount. That game's really fun, and I've also beaten the entire story, so. What kind of games do you enjoy playing, for videos or otherwise? What do you look for in a game? Also, what do you plan on playing next for the channel? I can play basically any multiplayer game as long as it's like balanced to a certain extent and fun with friends. That's just a kind of a given. And for videos or otherwise, what do I look for in a game? I like games that are different from whatever I've recently played. I tend to like swap from game to game, and I like playing new things for fun. So typically anything different from what I'm already playing is pretty alright with me. Also, what games do you plan on playing next for the channel? Thinking of maybe Terraria. Terraria seems pretty high up there as one of the possible games. The Upturned. I kind of want to play a few smaller, shorter games before I get into Terraria, because I know that's just going to be a complete dumpster fire of a lot of stuff to do. The question still stands, are you Magenta? The people need to know. Alright, since it's come to this, I might as well reveal it to all of you. I'm actually Gamboge. I'm sorry. What's your favorite experience in Hollow Knight? Defeating Absolute Radiance for the very first time in the Pantheon is easily the best, like, the peak moment. But everything before that in the Pantheons was kinda eh. The entire No, Pantheon 1 through 4, I really liked it. Pantheon 5, it was just kind of lame. I just like having to go through every single boss over and over again just to get a shot at the hard bosses at the very end. That is just, I don't like that. That's not really that fun. That's just 40 minutes of wasted time until I get a chance of actually beating something. Who is your favorite Hollow Knight NPC? Quirrell, by far. Unlimited bacon, but no games, or unlimited games, but no games. I choose neither. Hey, if you somehow made it to the end without clicking off the video, thanks. That's free watch time retention for me. But that aside, thanks for showing up, and I'll see you when the next upload comes around. Bye.